Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still first and goal. Looking for room, it's Smothers. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
22, check. 28, 29, bounce. 28, return.
Play action, here's Manning. Buys a little time with his feet. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Manning from the gun on third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked. They kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Here's a heat. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Using his legs, it Smothers. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Manning on play action. Time to take a shot. Got it down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continue the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Dropping back, it's Colandrea. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Barney. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Ives. There's a little room there. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. He'll throw on third down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Got it in the middle. It's Barney. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
And they're not on the same page there.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Looking downfield, it's Colandrea. Throws to the back. This one's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Break. So let's go. Ready. Red 18. Red 18. Go.
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Arch is going to throw for it. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On first down, it's Brown again. Still on his feet at the... Maybe a crease. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To throw, it's Calandria. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the point after is good. on the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll park it at the 18. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Trying play action. It's complete. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Smothers. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Running to Green. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Manning. Fires toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Handoff to the lone back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He might want another play. Off play action. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Can't get into the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Calandria. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And some room to work. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And these third downs, obviously, are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's really good by this offense, understanding exactly what you're getting. You're getting cover 2. Where is the weakness? That's what you need to figure out, where the weakness of defenses are. And in cover 2, you got that middle of the field safety and the corner that squats. Right there on the outside part of the field is where you want to attack. Nice execution.
Throwing Manning. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it, and they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. Open space at the 25. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up third and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead here in the second half. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away, the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Fires to the tight end, and they'll knock him down. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, guys.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Here's the pressure. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. As we head for the final period, let's check out how these two quarterbacks are doing. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They move on top here in the 4th. back.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds up to 29. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Arch Madness. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Break. Do it. Switch it. Ready. One. Where did he go?
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Manning. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, move. Let it go.
They go play action with Manning. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On fourth down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
Got a man, it's Townsend. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Brown. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorn. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Huskers are marching down the field.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And it shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Might have a chance. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cornhuskers punch back.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Arch is going to throw for it. He's got him this time.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Manning with a play fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Return.
Here's Arch to throw. He wants a big play here late. Upstairs he's got it. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.